Hello, and thank you for joining me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot again. My name is Addison. I'm clearing the deck here with this beautiful crystal. I'm doing a reading for Cancer today. Please take a deep breath, ground yourself into the present moment. I have a new tarot deck, because I'm addicted, right? I love getting new ones. As always, I will leave it in the description box so that you guys can get it if you would like. Okay, we have 3 cards coming out in the reverse. We have the Hanged Man in reverse and the Magician in reverse. These are 2 major arcana cards. Let's see if these will focus here. So the Hanged Man in reverse represents Piscean energy. The Magician in reverse represents Gemini and Virgo energy. So somebody's feeling like they cannot go down the path they're wanting to go down, perhaps because they're inhibited by somebody else. We also have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So they just feel out of balance. They feel out of whack. They just feel like they cannot move forward and create what they want to create. They feel stagnant somehow, but the Hangman is in reverse. So there is this air of wanting to move forward, wanting to maybe choose something different. So let's ask why the Hanged One. We got the Page of Cups sort of sideways, and I just flipped it in reverse. I think somebody sort of just doesn't even really know. They don't even really know what they want to do differently. They know they're not happy where they're at. They know that they are seeking balance, but they don't even know where to begin with it, is what it feels like. Okay. Why are you not content with what you have? The Wheel of Fortune. I think because you're talented. You're talented and you know that you have a lot of different potential and things you can do. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to focus here. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're trying to figure out what you can do that's a little different. You just know that you have a lot of potential. So what is this regarding? Is this regarding romance? Is this regarding work? What is this thing that you're wanting to change? You don't know what you want it to change to, but you just know that there's something different out there for you. We got a 6 of Wands here. This can kind of be like a pride and ego card. It's in the reverse. But I think, she got this cheetah jacket on, which is pretty groovy. I feel like this feminine might be pretty spicy. She might have a bit of an ego to her. That might be part of the problem. I think you might be unhappy because you're just, you know you're good. You know you're good. And maybe you feel unappreciated. Do you feel unappreciated? Ooh, everything is fine, but it's in reverse. And it's the 9 of Swords energy. So a lot of this is telling me, like, a lot of this is in your head. This person's scrolling on a phone as well. So social media may be something you need to take a break from for a little bit, is kind of what I'm getting. If you're getting very in your head and you're comparing yourself to others, or feeling just a low self-confidence and very confused about your worth, it might be good to take a social media break. But yeah, everything is not fine, and I think you kind of know that. And with that being in reverse, that's the 9 of Swords. Just a lot of thoughts. Your thoughts are just really weighing heavy on you right now, and it's confusing you, I think. Strength in reversed. Yeah. A very it just doesn't feel very empowered right now. Here's the imagery on that strength card. Just not feeling very strong. 10 of Swords in reverse. Same imagery. That's very interesting that the 10 of Swords... Wait, is this 9? There's 2 10 of Swords in this deck? Everything is fine, 10 of Swords? This is crazy. Look how interesting that is, that there's 2 of these. So yeah, a lot of heavy, like, backstab or betrayal, or... I mean, the fact that she's scrolling on her phone, I just feel like this is a message that you need to get off your phone. I think things are getting in your head, and it's making you just not feel confident in yourself. You're just feeling kind of weak. As I split the deck, we got 7 of Wands. I feel like you're just battling a lot of thoughts. I feel like you're battling a lot of negativity. I cannot get this to focus. Cannot get this to focus. There we go. Let's get some advice from Spirit. How can we change this energy? How can we get out of this sort of just, I need to change, but I'm not strong enough to get out of it? Let me get some more advice. There's one card that fell out. Okay, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords in reverse, and we've got Strength upright. It almost feels like you're kind of breaking your own heart here. I think these thoughts are completely your own. I don't think anybody's really doing anything to you. I think that you're just restricting yourself and you're feeling indecisive of your own accord. This is kind of a hard message. I might have to put a trigger warning on this. But I feel like you know that you're doing this. I feel like you know how in your head you are. How could you not with those 2 like 10 of Swords sort of cards coming through? I had said 9 of Swords, so that clearly isn't an accident. Had a card flick out. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. Earlier when I said that you may not feel appreciated, I think this is what you need. You need someone to like give you a gift or to acknowledge the work and effort that you've put in. You need something from somebody. You need some sort of, maybe you need an ego boost. Maybe you need encouragement. Let's see, what do you need? What do you need and who do you need it from? In order to feel better and be able to come into balance with the situation. 3 of Cups. You somehow need to feel like people have your back more, or that you can collaborate better with people. You may not feel like you have a lot of friends or something right now, or the people that you are surrounding yourself with are not the type of people you would surround yourself with normally. Tell me more about what you need. 5 of Swords. Feeling very alone. It really, I mean, yeah, you just feel like you're doing this all on your own and you're not appreciated. Yeah, I feel like you feel like you're having to like pick up slack, or you just don't have team members that you feel like are supporting you in some way. Now, you've been in your head a lot lately, so let's just ask, is this true? Is this actually what's going on? 4 of Swords, I don't know. That's a lot of sort of like in your head again energy with that, you know, that meditative sword energy, laying in bed and just kind of feeling really heavy in your thoughts. Knight of Swords, 9 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Swords. Again, just feminine energy, very much in her sword, her thought patterns, not feeling grateful for what she has. Yeah. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. What does that represent here? Because that's kind of a quick-moving energy. What is the Knight of Swords? Do you feel like someone needs to come rescue you from this situation? King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. You may not be making enough money right now. You might want to, maybe you feel like you need a masculine who can support you financially, and you might just be trying to make more money. Ace of Swords in reverse, but you have no like clear decision on how you want to change what you're doing or to move in a different path. Yeah, this Ace of Swords in reverse is just, it's weird that you got the Queen of Swords upright, but you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So she's an empowered queen. Like I said, she's smart, she's capable, but she's just unable to come to a clarity of a decision because she's kind of just not really feeling grateful for what she has. And she just is kind of wanting, you know, better. She's wanting better for herself. She's wanting better support. And I think she wants it with the 3 of Cups, right? The people that are surrounding her, but she also wants it with a King of Pentacles. Something about money. I mean, she definitely wants more money. I have this deck here that is an oracle deck, and it is actually a tea leaf reading. It's not really meant to be an oracle deck, but I'm going to kind of use it as an oracle deck because I just bought a book that's going to help me to learn how to read tea leaves, which I think is super cool. So let's just see if there's any interesting cards that come out as messages or guidance or just clarity, affirmation, confirmation. We've got question mark, clarity. That's super synchronistic of what we've been talking about. Somebody needs to get some clarity as to if they feel like something needs to change so bad and they're not grateful for what they have, they need to get clear on what they want to be different. This is Omens, Blade. Maybe they need to sever something, they need to cut something. That Ace of Swords needs to be coming in the upright and to sever something. And another Omens card, Comet. Yeah, wish upon a star, ask your angel guides, get clear as to what it is that you might want to change in your life. Success, Crown. Yeah, you envision really successful abundance and making good money for yourself. Raven. omen card. Lots of omen cards coming through here. Change and love. Cloud and bouquet. I don't know. You might be thinking that like your partner needs to change or something. You might be feeling like you need a new partner. I guess I never did really get clarity on that. Is this a relationship that you need to get out of, or a job you need to get out of? Two of Pentacles. It's really nothing needs to really change that deeply. Your perspective needs to change. That's kind of what this is. You need to come into balance on your own. Your perspective of what you really have around you is what needs to change. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Nothing really needs to change. Seven Pentacles in reverse. There's nothing new that you need to grow. There's just a mindset that needs to change. Hierophant, traditions, values, marriage, belief systems. Your belief systems are what's holding you back. Your limited viewpoints are what's holding you back. It's a mental space thing. It really, really is. You need to get grounded. Get grounded in your reality. Any other final messages for Cancer? The Sun. I think this is just confirmation. You know, you can have your happiness. Your happiness exists within you. There's really nothing you need to do other than change your perspective and change your mindset to have this happiness. This is a great card to end on because this is a super blissful and abundant card, and you can have this. This is you. This is absolutely something you can have, but you just gotta, the confirmation with that ending on the Sun is that your belief systems, being grateful for what you do have, and then the universe will give you more things to be grateful for when you're grateful for what you have. So sorry that was kind of heavy, but hopefully you took something from this that was helpful to you. Hit like and subscribe, drop in the comments if this was your message, if this was the butt kick that you needed to hear. And as always, we will see you next time.